Okay, hello. This is the video explaining how to go through the process of installing this tool that we have called Forge Infinium. Um, so if you're looking for that, you're in the right place. The first step is a little bit of maintenance. So open up your File Explorer and go to your OS, and then um, pretty it doesn't really matter where you put this, just find a good place for it. I just slapped it right down here. Make a new folder called nx underscore custom underscore directory, all caps. Then once you have that made, go in here and um, copy this format where you have 4 folders with these names. We're not really going to use this type of we're not going to use a lot of this right now. We're mostly just going to stay within this startup folder, but in the future we might use it. So just get it set up now. But yeah, make those 4 folders, and then after you're done with that, go back to NX, and then what you'll do is you'll go to your search bar up here, and then you'll type in journal. Probably only need to type in a few letters there, and then type or click edit journal, and then it'll bring you to something like this. More likely than not, this will all be blank. Something like this. Then you'll copy and paste the code on the Confluence page into here, which will make it look like the thing I'd open. And then you'll save it. You'll save it to this location, and you'll call that file name Infinium Forger. It's very possible that you can just take the file from Confluence too and just slap it in the in this startup folder as well if you want to do that too. Cool. So now we have that journal file in there, and what that journal does is run through the process of assigning this material. The next step is actually going to be making this button here. It's pretty easy. You want to right click on like your home tab and go down to customize. And then once you're here, it'll open up a little, a little toolbar thing. Go down to my user commands, and then, or actually, new item. Sorry, go to new item and then new user command. And then once you get that, you're going to left click, drag it, and then plop it down on your taskbar up here. And then once that's done, right click on that, and then you can change the icon, make it a lightning bolt, just so because it looks cool, and then rename it to Forge Infinium. Cool. So yeah, just following along there, and then if you go down here, you'll see that be populated here. Right now I have 2 of them. I should probably rename this to be number 2 just so we don't get confused. But yeah, and then we're going to add in the actions so that the button actually does something. So go down to my user commands, right click on it, and then if that right click doesn't seem to stick, right click and hold, and for some reason that works, and then left click on edit action. And by default, it will be looking for a journal type file, which is the one you just saved to your to that startup file that we made. So enter action or browse. You're going to browse. You're going to go to this startup file that you saved it in, and then it'll say Visual Basic. Go to C#, and then click it, add it in, and then if you want to, add a cool little message that shows up when you hover, feel free to do that. I, put in a little something to make it a little have some flair, I guess. But click OK, and that's pretty much that. Yeah. So if you hover over this, it tells you what it does. So it's pretty cool. But the issue you'll have is if you click this, it won't work. And why won't it work? It's because you don't have the material Infinium in your CAD system yet. So we have to add it into the database, the library of materials that are stored on your NX system. So let's see. So to get there, you're going to want to follow this file path. So OS, program files, Siemens, NX 2007, UGII, and then materials. And then from there, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't want to really deal with that. I'm just going to search up material. And then we're looking for a HTML file. I think actually search up library. No. Let's see. Maybe this is it. Yep. Oh, no, wrong thing. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Search up physical material library. Okay, there you go. Search up physical material library and then open that with VS Code or some type of IDE. And then it'll pop up with this. And you won't be able to save it. So if you try to save it, you'll get this error. The reason why I prefer VS Code is I'm used to the way it warns you that you can't save it. And all you have to do is retry as admin, and it'll let you save it. You'll get this pop-up window here. You probably can't see this, but it's a little pop-up window from Windows. You just hit OK, and then it'll save. But before we do that, we have to actually add in the Infinium material. So if you scroll through this, you'll realize pretty quickly that it's just a list of different materials and all the material properties associated with that material. And for some reason, they have sodium liquid. When in the world has anybody CADed something in NX that needed to be liquid sodium? I don't know. I'm not going to ask that. I shouldn't have. But you'll see stuff like steel, you'll see the mass density, which is the thing we're after. You'll also see stuff like Young's modulus. Yeah. So what we'll do is you're going to copy and paste the thing that's provided in Confluence and basically just find a place between two of these material tabs. So like the least indented tabs, you're going to copy and paste it in here, save it, go through that saving process of Control S, retry as admin, click OK, it'll save, and then you'll have Infinium in your default library for materials, which is what you're after. And then after that's done, the only thing you have to remember is to add Infinium, load Infinium into the layout file that you're working on or the model that you're working on, so that the code can pull from it. Otherwise, it gives you an error, walks you through it. So all you'll have to do is go to Tools, Assign Material, scroll down to Infinium, click on something, click OK, and then going forward in that layout file, it'll always be able to have that button, have that Forge Infinium button work because you loaded in that material into your file. And then when you press it, it'll give you this little prompt saying, how many bodies it skipped and how many bodies it assigned Infinium to. And it'll only assign Infinium to bodies with that just were catted and did not have any assigned materials to them. So it'll search through the entire layout file and assign those, and then it'll skip anything with a assigned material property. That's pretty much it. I think that should work. Let me know if you have any questions or issues. And yeah, cool. Thanks for doing that, and hope it is useful for you. Goodbye.